Begin by sitting on 2 folded blankets. These come from a medium-sized fold, and I fold them in half the thick, wide way. Pile them up, nice folded edge pointing forward, and come on up then and have a seat there on the front of those blankets. Sit with your legs crossed at the center of the shin bones, feet underneath of the knees. Relax the feet. Take a moment so that as you sit, this part of your hips, this is the outer hip or the outer groin, goes down. So this outer hip region descends. And then look straight forward, release the shoulders away from your ears, and feel the crown of the head lifting up. Now from there, bring the hands together at the center of the chest into Namaskarasana, palms together. Fingers close. Close the eyes. Take a moment to soften the face and to become aware of your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. And then join me for the sound of Om. The sound of Om is considered the most basic sound in the universe. And we chant it not because there's a meaning behind it. Instead, we chant it to connect to that vibration that it creates inside, which helps us to draw our attention away from the outer layers of the body and towards the innermost layers of the body. Release the head down, honoring that space within you where that sound reverberates from. Release the hands with the palms up. Bring the head up with closed eyes. And then gently open the eyes. We're going to begin again standing today. So go ahead and stand up, move your blankets aside. And come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. So we talked about Tadasana the last time we were together in that first class. So as you begin, look down at your feet, spread the mounds of your foot. The mounds of the foot are the ball of the foot, from the big toe to the small toe. So when you do that, lift your toes up. And when you look down at your feet and you spread the mounds of the foot, you'll be able to see that the bones in your feet, your metatarsals, also spread. Maximize that spread. If you feel like, gosh, I just can't do that, then what you do is you lean over and you use your fingers to help your toes spread. So you kind of lift them, spread them out. So that then the toes spread, they reach forward, and they come down to the floor. Now as you do that, lift through your kneecaps. So this region right above the kneecap grips and pulls up. Now notice where the weight is in your feet. The weight will move around. In fact, close your eyes and keep your attention, your awareness keenly on the sole of your foot. And notice the weight doesn't stay in one place. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, where's your weight? Is it in the mounds of your foot? Is it in your toes? Is it in your heels? Or can you rather feel like it's spreading out and evening out between the mounds of the foot and the heel? And that's what I want you to find. open the eyes. Put your hands at your waist and with your thumbs, push the flesh of the buttock towards the heel bones. And then you might feel like, oh, wow, then my heel took all the weight. Okay, good. Then keep balancing between the mound of the foot and the heels so that you can really feel how the arches in your feet are awakening. And yes, I know some people are going to say, no, I have flat feet. Okay, that's all right. You still have arches. They're in there. Even though it feels like they're not sometimes. Okay, so keep looking for that spreading of the foot, heel and mound of the foot pressing equally, and bring your palms to face the body. Release the shoulders away from the ears, and lift through the crown of the head. Now, as you look forward, keep the face soft, keep the eyes relaxed. Now, bring the palms together again. We're going to take a pose called Badanguliasana. It's your fingers interlocking. So interlock your fingers to the webbing. Turn the palms forward, and you can touch your thumbs. Now, keep the weight even in your feet. Did you feel it probably went forward? Even it out so the heels have weight too. And press the palms forward so you feel that spreading in your upper back. Elbows squeeze to straight. Now inhale and begin to pull the arms up. Pull up out of the waist, out of your side waist, but even your back waist pulls up and the heels stay down, the mounds of the foot stay down. Breathe through your nose. Keep the face soft. Keep the neck soft. And then release the arms forward and down. Put the other index finger on top. Interlock to the webbing. Again, turn the palms forward. Now find the balance in your feet and legs. Squeeze the elbows to straighten, push the palms forward. Now inhale. Come on, lift those arms up. Divide the body from the waist. Arms pulling up, legs lengthening down. Breathe. Then release the arms back down and be in Tadasana. Shoulders away from the ears. Now then, we're going to jump the legs wide. We did this in the first class. So inhale, jump. The feet come underneath the wrists. See that your toes point forward. Now, again, spread through the mounds of the foot. Find that same Tadasana work. Can your heels also press evenly down? So you really start to feel the bones in your feet spread. Now, for today, go ahead and bring the hands to the waist. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now, we're going to turn the feet, the legs, to the right. So your left foot turns in a little, and the right leg turns out at a 90 degree. Front heel in line with the back arch. Now, notice your back foot. The weight is not even on it. So I want you to press the back heel bone deeply down, like you're trying to root it through the earth. And notice how, right, that left thigh goes back as you do that. Maintain that back leg. Roll the shoulders back and look forward. Take a breath. And with your exhale, bend your right knee. Work to bend it to a square. So I need a little more distance. Bend that right leg, bend it to a square. So you bring weight into your right heel. Press the right heel, press the left heel, and turn the chest to face forward. So Virabhadrasana, 2 legs, warrior 2 legs. Now inhale, straighten the leg. Turn both feet forward. Go to the second side. Turn your right foot in, turn the left leg out. Heel in line with the back arch. Now, don't just hang there in your lower back, right? Instead, press into the right heel and spread the mounds of your foot. From big toe to small toe, I want you to feel how the bones of your foot are trying to get wider. And as you press that right heel down, the right thigh is going back. Roll the shoulders back, look forward. Take a breath. And with your exhale, bend your left knee to a square. Now when you do this, you want your knee to go directly in the direction of your toes. So it'll have a tendency to want to drop in. Don't let it do that. Point it straight forward as you bend it. Bend to a square so the weight can come into your left heel bone. Then notice what's going on with your right foot. Look forward and press that right foot down. Spread the mounds of the foot so both heels can bear weight. Virabhadrasana, 2 legs. Now, straighten that front leg. Turn your feet forward. Lift through your knees. Now we're going to do that again, but with the arms outstretched. So extend the arms out from the center chest. Feel how it's like the fingernails are trying to grow to the sides, but the shoulders stay relaxed. So when you spread through the mounds of the foot and you press the heels and lift the knees, observe how the arches, the lifting in the sole of the foot affects the lifting in your knees and legs. Turn the feet, the legs to the right. Press the left heel down, look forward. Do not look over this hand, that's too much. Take a breath and look forward as you bend your right leg to a square. Now you can glance over at that leg and go, is it bending over those toes? Make sure that it is. Then look forward, right heel is down. Now left heel is down. Spread wide across the arms and chest. Breathe. Then inhale, lift that leg to straight. Turn the feet forward. Okay, rest your arms. Be happy for that rest now. That doesn't always happen. Shoulders back, reach. Now go to the second side. Right. But, after time, you learn how to lift up through the feet and the legs. The arms become just light and buoyant. So, inhale now and exhale. Bend that left leg to a square. Put weight in the heel bone. Don't hang out in this kind of halfway bend. Bend it. Get the heel to press and press your right heel as well. Turn the chest forward. Breathe. Then, inhale, lift that left leg to straight. Turn both feet forward. Fingertips come together. You can bend the knees and exhale, jump. Tadasana. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. So, jump. Turn your left foot in. Turn the right leg out. Now, same as before. Press the left heel. The left thigh moves back. You look forward. Now, go ahead and bring your hands to your waist. And you can look down. Feel the mound of your right big toe. I want you to pressurize there more than anywhere else in the right foot. That mound of the big toe. Lift the knee to straight. Press the mound of the big toe. Press the left heel down equally well. And feel how you can turn your chest forward. Then, with your exhalation, reach out with the right hand. Keep the mound of that big toe pressing. Take the hand above the right ankle. Now press the left heel, reach the left arm straight up, and inhale. Pull up from that arm, come to standing. Now listen, we're going to do the other side, and then I'm going to give you some options. Turn your right foot in, turn the left leg out, straighten both legs. So that means you have to lift your kneecaps. We're going to start talking soon about how the knees lock, and that is inappropriate. When you press the mound of that left big toe, your kneecap should shrug up. There's an effort in the thigh. Press the right heel as well, turn the chest forward. Now that mound of that left big toe, keep it pressing. And come on out over that left leg. Reach down towards the ankle. Press the right heel, right arm straight up. Now, inhale, lift from the right arm, come up. Turn your feet forward. Fingertips together, take a breath, exhale, jump. Now, a lot of times at the beginning, it's hard to reach that far down to your ankle. So what I'm going to ask you to get, if you have them, you get 2 bricks. Okay. If you don't have them, maybe you invest in them. If you can't invest in them, that's okay. Use some books. Use something around your house. There's always something. Okay. Turn them on tall and place them kind of there in relationship to your mat. You see, they're not super far apart. But we're going to come back down again into triangle pose, and we're going to use the brick under your hand. So, from Tadasana, inhale, jump. Lift through the knees, spread the mounds of the foot, heels down. Now turn your feet to the right. You can keep reaching the arms. If your shoulders or neck gets uncomfortable, okay, you can bring the hands to the waist. Otherwise, reach. Now mound of the right big toe presses, left heel presses. Reach way out, and now look down and grab that brick. Put it right under the heel of your hand. Put your left hand at your left waist, look forward. Now, really make the legs do the pose, meaning press that left heel bone down from there. The buttock will flow down, especially that left buttock flows down. And pressurize the mound of your right big toe. You can even be on your right fingertips to give yourself a little more height, and it will help you connect with the correct actions. Now, keep pressing the left heel. Reach the left arm up. Then inhale, lift from the left arm, come to standing, turn the feet forward. Change sides, right foot turns in, left leg turns out for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Press the right heel down, press the mound of that left big toe. Really feel like it's the legs that are the doers in the pose. Exhale out over that left leg. You can bring your right hand to your waist. Find the brick. Heel of the hand on the brick or fingertips. Either one is fine. Now push the right heel bone deeply down. Feel how the right buttock flows down. And you'll feel like, oh gosh, I'm not at a right angle at my hips. Right. That's correct. Keep that right buttock flowing down. Press the mound of the left big toe. Breathe. Then take the right arm up and extending both arms straight, extending out from the center chest. Then inhale, lift, come up. Turn the feet forward. Fingertips touch, and with your exhale, jump. Now we're going to set the bricks behind you on low, like that. Tadasana. We're coming to Utthita Parsvakonasana, so extended side angle pose. Find Tadasana first, don't be in a rush. Then with an inhale, jump. Spread through the mounds of the foot, lift through the legs, extend through the arms. Now turn the feet to the right. That whole right leg has to turn out, heel to arch. Go ahead and bring your hands to the waist, press that left heel down. Now again, we're going to bend this right leg to a square. Go on and bend it, get the heel to bear weight, and get a full bend. You see how I'm trying to get my thigh bone, not at this angle, but parallel to the ground. Left heel down. Similar to Vera 2, but this time, take your right hand to the brick behind your right leg. Use the brick if you have it. If you don't, you can be on your fingertips, that's fine. Now make the right arm straight. Keep bending the right leg so your weight is in the heel of your right foot, and press the right knee a little bit back into your right arm. Then press your left heel bone down. Really work to stand in that left leg as you then reach your left arm up. Pull up like you're trying to touch the sky. Then inhale, lift from that left arm, come to standing. Turn your feet forward, hands to your waist. Change sides, turn the right foot in, left leg out. Bear weight in the right heel, so that right thigh goes back. Now, when your legs are straight like this, you can feel the weight in the mound of that left big toe. That's correct. But when you go to bend the leg, feel how that weight gradually shifts into the heel bone. And again, go for the full bend. Get your thigh bone parallel to the ground. Weight in the heel. Then left hand's going to come down and onto that medium height of a brick. What happens is because the left leg is the front leg, our weight tends to go there. So now exhale to help. Exhale, get that right heel to bear weight also. Right arm straight up, stand in both heels as you extend through the arms. Then inhale, lift through the right arm, come up. Turn the feet forward. Fingertips touch. Exhale, jump, Tadasana. Now we're going to do that pose again, Exactly like that. Except I want you to bring the bricks on the front portion of your mat now. Be in Tadasana. With an inhale, jump. Awaken through the feet, the mounds of the foot, the bones of the foot, weight in the heels and mounds of the foot. So your kneecaps pull up. Now, go ahead and take your hands to your waist. Turn the feet to your right. Now, press the left heel, left thigh back. Press the mound of the right big toe. From there, bend the right leg to a square again, weight in the heel. And this time, take your hand on that brick in front of the leg, and just in front. So still heel of the hand under your shoulder. You'll feel the back of your right arm touching the knee, that's okay. Bear weight in your right heel, bear weight in the left heel, left arm up. Stand in the two heel bones. Then, inhale, lift from that left arm, come to standing. Turn the feet forward, move that brick so it's out of your way. Change sides. And you can do this without bricks, like I said. I hope I said that, I'm not sure. But it's nice at first because it helps you feel what the pose should feel like. Otherwise, we tend to kind of throw ourselves in there and suffer. There's no need to do that. Instead, I'm really interested in you feeling your feet, how they spread, and how you get that pulling up out of your feet. Okay? So, right heel down, mound of the left big toe down, take a breath. Exhale, bend. And as you bend, the weight goes into the heel. Bend. Take a full bend. Then take the left hand in front of your left leg, palm down, heel of the hand down. You'll feel that arm touch your leg. You can even kind of lean back into it and keep that heel bone down. Then press the right heel down also, right arm up. Stand in your two heel bones. Inhale, lift from the right arm, come to standing. Turn the feet forward, move this brick so it's not in your way. Fingertips together, and with an exhale, jump. Tadasana. Okay, Parsvottanasana. So you can move the bricks aside if you have them. You don't need them now. By the way, on my channel, you can go to individual asana instruction, and most of these poses are there, so you can see the full pose. We're doing the beginning portions of the pose in this class. Stay with that beginning portion. Even if you know the full pose, stay with me for now, because why not? So now, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, jump. Now the feet don't go quite as wide, so they're just a little bit more narrow, more under your wrists than your hands. Bring your hands to your waist. Awaken through the mounds of the foot and the legs. Now, you're going to turn your left foot in. You're going to turn the right leg out. Now, turn the chest and face the direction your right toes are facing. You bend the right knee just a little so that you can turn your back foot more. Get on the mound of the big toe on that back foot. Reach the heel back and down. Now, press into the left heel bone, because you'll feel at first it kind of makes that like sag. Can you pressurize the heel so you're out of the mound of the foot? Still the mound of the foot spreads, but you'll feel there's a lift in the leg now. Now, yes, my hips are kind of turning towards you. That's okay. Get that lift, maintain the heel down, turn your chest to face the right toes. And you'll find the thigh will turn with the chest. Just allow for that. Roll the shoulders back. Now, mound the right big toe, your front foot, mound of the big toe down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Feel how your left kneecap squeezes to straight. Breathe into the sides of the body. And then turn the body forward. Change sides. Right leg turns in, left leg turns out. Pivot on that back big toe mound to set the heel down. Now again, if I don't insist on that back heel coming down, look how my pelvis looks. There's a collapsing in my pelvis and my back legs. Now watch how it changes. I'm just going to move my hands. When I insist on that back heel goes down, you see how the abdominal region lifts then. That's important. Keep that back heel down. Keep the lift even here in your frontal hip points. Turn the chest to the left. Roll the shoulders back and keep that back heel down, back knee squeezing and lifting up to straight. Then turn the feet forward. Now, instead of jumping together, go a little wider. Reach out through your arms. Go a little wider than before. So go to this wider distance, but again, now spread through the mounds of the foot, the toes, the bones in your foot. And then bear weight in the heels. Feel buttock goes down when the heels bear weight and the knees lift. Now bring the hands to the waist. Now, you want to have the legs wide enough that they're wide, right? You need this spreading, but you don't want them so wide that it feels like you can't pull up through the arches of your foot. So that comes from spreading the mounds of the foot and getting that lift of the knees, right? So if it feels like that's all collapsing because the legs are going out to the sides, you narrow it down a little at the beginning. Now roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. Look a little bit up so you can lift the center chest. Inhale. Now, as the heels press down, the buttock goes down. Now listen. When you spread the mounds of the foot, remember stirrup pants? You know, in the 80s we had stirrup pants. I guess they had them in the 60s too. But they have stirrups underneath the arches of your feet. Well, anatomically, your legs are built that way. There's muscles that form that arch of your foot, and they go up the inner leg and the outer leg. So I want those muscles to engage. But listen, the way I'm going to say it is like this. Feel like you're pulling your inner ankles up. I know you can't actually do that, but that's the action. Lift through the inner ankles, spread through the mound of the foot, and lift through your outer ankles too. The leg should lift very strongly like that as the buttock descends. Then again, shoulders back, lift the chest. Now keep that lift of the legs as you bring your ribs, the trunk of the body, forward. Go about halfway down, level to the ground, and then inhale, come back up. Nothing more than that. Now I'm going to turn to the side and do that. The first one is what to do. But then I'm going to show you one of the common mistakes in this pose. So I'm spreading through the mounds of the foot, the bones of the foot, my heels are down. So therefore my knees are lifted and I get that stirruping action from the inner ankles, the outer ankles pulling way up. All right, then turn the arms out, lift the chest. And I maintain that strength in the legs, that lifting up as I come halfway forward. I want to keep the weight even in my feet. It tends to go to the heels, right? Stay in the mound of the foot and the heels. Roll the side body forward. Then inhale, come up. Now, what tends to happen is what we call hanging in the joints. We start to come forward and we kind of forget about what's going on in the legs. And we just do this. Well, now my feet are just kind of collapsing. I'm way in my heels, the hips are back. And even if I brought my weight forward, it would be like falling. So to avoid that from the very beginning, learn to spread through the mounds of the foot, the bones of the foot, and lift up through those stirrups, the inner ankles, outer ankles. So that as you come forward, you maintain it, even if you don't make it all the way to halfway. Right? You maintain, you get that lift, you go a little more, you get that lift, you go a little more, and then when you've done your maximum, you come back up. So let's do it one more time. Spread through the mounds of the foot, the bones of the foot. Get that lift. Inhale. And exhale, begin to come forward now. Keep the lift. The weight's going to change on your foot because you're putting your upper body, obviously, in a different spot. Keep the lift. When you get about halfway, inhale, just come back up. Then heel toe and step your feet together. Now find something that's about hip height and grab onto it. If it's something that's heavy and stable that you can actually grab, I have these two wall ropes. So I can actually grab that hook and walk my feet back, not quite as far as my hips, and I can pull the hips back. You breathe through the nose, crown of the head points directly forward, so don't let the head hang. Point the crown directly forward. And breathe. Abdomen relaxed. Then walk forward, come up. Come back to your mat. If you have a blanket, then you should get it. You could open it up one time, it makes it kind of nice. Lie it down on your mat. Come down onto the knees. I want the ankles to hug together and the toes to reach straight back. So I'm reaching my toes to you, and then I sit back, buttock bones on my heels. Now, I know some of you are going to say, I can't bend my knees that much. That's too much. It hurts my knees. Fair enough. Get another blanket or two. And again, I'm sorry, I'm going to turn my back, but that way you can see what I'm doing. And what you do with the blankets is you still want to get your heels firm into the center. You come right down onto the crown of the head if possible. Bring that blanket right into the soft crease at the back of your knees. And then try from there to sit back. And if you still need more, get another blanket. If you need quite a lot, you want them still to come towards the back crease of the knee. But if you need more than a couple, that's okay. Then you can start folding them. See, I'm going to fold it in half wide. And then I can just place that right under the buttock. So you get as much height as you need. Now, your buttock bones are round bones. And when you sit down on them, we don't always sit right at the top of that roundness. Many of us sit way forward and we hang in our lower back. Many of us sit way back and we collapse in our chest. So try and find that balance so that the round buttock bone is directly upright. And when that happens, you'll feel the flesh of the buttock descends. You can rest your hands. And even from the base of the pelvic floor, the lower abdomen has a sense of rising. So these are the things that I was talking about in regards to energy and prana. The lift out of your feet, those stirrups from your inner and outer ankles, that lift, and the lift that I hope you find here. Then you know that you're in touch with the energetics of your body, and you're working with gravity, not just letting gravity take you, right? Now, staying there, bring your hands together, interlock your fingers again, okay? Thumbs touch and pull the arms way up. Squeeze the elbows. Now, feel how buttock descends out of your waist, but arms pull up out of the waist. The abdomen relaxes, but thanks to the position you've placed yourself in, there's a rising up from way back behind the abdomen. It's not a grip, a sucking, nothing like that. It's just a lifting. Take the arms forward and down. Change the crossing. Palms forward and inhale. Come on up. Pull up as the buttock descends and breathe. And release the arms. Okay. Now, you can just set the blanket aside. Lie on your back now. Bend your knees. Feel how when the heels press down and slightly forward, again, you get that descent of the buttock away from the back waist. Draw the legs into you. So interlock your fingers around your shin bones and pull straight down. Relax the hips, the abdomen, the jaw. Feel how, again, the lower back of the body is long. So it almost can feel like those outer hips are pulling away from you. But the buttock should not curl up. Shin bones straight down. Then put both feet flat on the floor. Straighten your left leg by first pushing the heel away. Push the left buttock into the left heel. And then you can even here, feel the mounds of the foot spread so that the mound of the big toes pressing away. Now maintain the left leg as you draw the right leg in. The effort of this pose is in your left leg. It's that straight leg. And then change sides. Straighten the right leg, push through the heel first. Lengthen, lengthen, like I'm pulling your heel away from you. Then mound of the foot presses. and left leg comes in. Surrender to that divide of the thigh bones. And then once again, hug both legs in. Now roll onto your right side. We're almost finished. You're going to take a blanket and lie it out along your mat. Once you do that, take the narrow edge of your mat down there to any full wall. Try and have an entirely full wall though. And just scooch it right up there to the wall. Now, if you have tightness in your shoulders or in your neck, you might want to have another blanket, and that would just serve as a pillow. So if it works better for you that way and the neck is relaxed, then that's what you should do. Get close to your wall. Get your pillow close. And then swing your legs up the wall. And you can kind of scooch in a little bit. You do not have to be exactly flush to the wall. It kind of depends on the person. But you should feel when you get here, notice your low back. That same sensation should occur in that the buttock flesh should flow towards the wall. The low back should spread against the ground, and the abdomen should release. Now, if it feels like your low back is punching into the floor, what's probably going on are the hamstrings are tight, and something like this will happen. You see how my hips lifted and the buttock lifts into your feet? If that's happening for you, you're just too close to the wall. So it's not a big deal. Just back up until your low back is just down and spreading. Then, heel of the hand at the very top of the thigh, push that frontal thigh towards the wall. It'll kind of make the pelvis rock forward. Now at the same time, push up through your heels. Feel how that's kind of a teeter-totter action. So release with your hands, push through the heels, push with the heels, and press with your hands. And feel how those two actions combine in your body. Both of them happening simultaneously. Heels up, heel of the hands pushing away, so that it kind of feels like your tailbone is pointing at your heels. Then look up at your feet and spread the mounds of the foot towards the ceiling. The mounds of the foot ascend a little bit more than the heel. Then you can release your hands. The legs will have a sense of awakening. Abdomen should relax, shoulders, neck, jaw relax. You could even hook your thumbs and inhale to pull the arms overhead. So now again, feel how the arms lengthen you out of your waist, but the buttock is moving in the opposite direction and then towards the heels. So you're dividing the body at the waist. Change the hook of your thumbs. Keep the abdomen, jaw, tongue relaxed. And release the arms. You're going to cross the legs, center of the shin bones, and just let the feet slide down the wall. The knees may roll to the wall. It should be comfortable. You can use your hands there just to support the legs. And then change the crossing, second side. Now, we're going to transition into the final resting pose called Shavasana. So I'm going to move this pillow, and I'm just going to scooch myself away from the wall. That's part of the reason why we put that blanket there, so it would be easier to slide, because, you know, sticky mats are sticky. Get yourself completely clear of the wall, but use that sliding action. It's pulled your buttock already out of your low back. Let it push through both heels, and then relax the legs. Turn the upper arms out from the shoulder sockets. Relax through the shoulders and the arms. If the chin lifts a lot and you still need that blanket for a pillow, just have it. It's better to have it than not have it. So that the forehead is soft, the eyes are soft, Close the eyes if you have on glasses. Remove them now. Breathe easily and softly in and out through the nose. And observe how slowly, steadily you can begin to relax the entire body. Observe first the face, the skin across the forehead and the eyes, the jaw and the mouth. Make space in your mouth. Tongue away from the upper palate. Soften the jaw and the throat. Feel the sides of the neck releasing so the shoulders fall towards the floor. Feel the upper arm bone and the lower arm bone heavy on the earth. Feel the hands, and for just a moment make a fist with your hand. Tight fist. And then release it. And when you release the hand, feel how it just stays kind of curled up. If the fingers go straight, your hands aren't relaxed. So again, make a fist and then relax it. Notice the breath and how it moves the body. Particularly notice the side ribs and how they expand and contract with the inhale and exhale. Notice the weight of the pelvis, the surrender in the abdomen. Release through your legs and knees so the feet just fall. And gently scan the body and just notice, where's your area, where do you tend to grip? We all have kind of that place. Sometimes it's the inner groin. Sometimes it's the jaw or the shoulders. Find out if you can surrender there just a little bit more. Release and relax the breath. Breathe easily and normally. Then bring your hands to rest on the front body. Bend your left leg, put your left foot flat on the floor, and reach your right arm overhead. We do that so when you roll onto your right side, you can just use that arm or hand like a pillow. Bend the knees towards the chest, curl up a little bit for a moment. And then, when you go to come up, turn your face and your chest towards the floor. Use your left hand, push the floor away, and bring yourself back up to sitting. So that's all for today. Namaskar. I hope to see you again soon.